Let me start by saying something that might feel a little bit uncomfortable. If your shop is quiet, if you're checking the door more than you're checking the till, and if weekdays feel long and unpredictable, you probably don't have a customer problem. You probably have a standing out and showing people why they should choose you problem. And most retailers don't even realize that this is what is happening. They're spending too long focusing on the wrong things, and it means their time is getting wasted. And this is what I want you to stop doing from today, okay? So let me describe something and just see if any of this feels familiar to you. You open your shop. You've chosen your products really carefully. You love them. You might have even made them yourself. Your pricing, it feels fair. Your displays, they look lovely. But people walk past and they don't even slow down. Or they might come in, they might browse, have a little look around, and they walk straight back out the door again. You might even get people telling you, "Oh, your shop looks lovely." They still don't go on to buy. Or you have the same few loyal customers while everybody else just seemingly ignores you. And online, you post, you try, you stay as consistent as you can possibly be, but nothing ever really seems to make the difference. Nothing really starts going, "Yes, I finally got this." And slowly, quietly in the back of your mind, you start telling yourself, maybe it's this location, maybe I just picked the wrong site for my shop. Maybe it's the economy. Everyone's complaining that people aren't buying at the moment. Maybe that's my problem too. Maybe people just don't want what I sell. Maybe you're wondering, am I really cut out for this? Deep down, you're saying to yourself, is this really worth it? If nobody buys from me, what am I going to go and do with myself? Now, if that hits slightly too close to home, please stay with me because I am going to help you get through this funk and show you what you can do about it. You see, I've worked with tiny little shops hidden away in a little village somewhere to people on big high streets. I've worked with shops that look stunning and shops that look chaotic. And when a shop feels invisible, it's almost always never because the products are atrocious, the owner isn't working as hard as they possibly can, or the area is just flat out impossible. It's because the shop isn't communicating anything specific. It is not doing anything that's clear to their ideal customer to show them why they should bother walking through their doors. Nothing is grabbing them. From a distance, in seconds, without any real deep explanation. And that is what I'm talking about. Because attention is brutally short. We are all distracted, we've all got things going on, and especially when we're walking down a street, we're doing something else. We're on our phone, we're talking to somebody, we're on a mission to get to somewhere. And you have literally about 3 seconds to grab someone's attention by the time they walk up to your shop, walk past your shop, and then they're gone again. 3 seconds to grab somebody and tell them this shop is for you. And if that answer isn't immediately obvious in those 3 seconds, while they're distracted, while they're on their phone, they will just keep on walking. And this is what I'm talking about. Your shop needs to be super direct, super clear, and super obvious. When I say this to my one-on-one clients, the first thing they think of is, okay, right, so I need to shove more stuff in the windows. I need to make the windows bigger, busier, more. No, I'm talking about doing the exact opposite. I'm talking about stripping things back. I'm talking about having a clear message on your window that says this shop is for you. I'm talking about focusing on a hero product and have it in multiple in the window. Imagine, right? You walk past a store and they have many of the same product in their window, filling it out. you're going to stop and look at that because that shop is clearly going on and saying, I love this. This is what we stand for. In fact, you are going to love this. Then we want you to actually have something that welcomes people into your shop. We want people to feel like they can walk in. We want people to feel like, this isn't somewhere that I'm not sure about. I don't really know. We want people to actually gravitate towards you. Because someone walks past your shop, they should instantly know at least one of three things: who it's for, what problem it solves, and why they should bother walking past that threshold, entering your store and saying, I've found the place for me. Now we're talking about Instagram, okay? Now, Instagram, you post, you post, you post. You hope, you pray, you might be posting loads of product images. You might be posting videos that are entertaining in the hopes to go viral. You might be trying really flipping hard to do something, but actually it's just not paying off. That is because there are 5 categories that you should be posting into to actually build trust from people that land onto your Instagram page. Instead of focusing on, I must post this, I must post this, I must post this, and thinking of individual posts, what I want you to think of is in categories. And categories is what helps you make infinite posts forever and ever and ever without having to sit there and stress out about it all. This is what helps you to understand exactly how you can target somebody, build their trust, because your Instagram is a decision screen. It's a screen in which somebody will come and check you out before they go and do a lot of anything else. And they will go, is this shop for me or not? Based on the things you are posting. And that's down to largely your bio and the last 9 posts that you have created. They are judging you on that. And if you cannot build their trust within your bio and those last 9 posts, you've lost them. And this is what makes this super important. Now, there's also Google Business. So many of you open a Google Business page and you don't do anything with it. Your Google Business is a living, breathing operation, right? It needs to be fed. It's a bit like a needy child. It needs you to go once a week and update it. You should have clear images on there of the exterior of your store, of the interior of your store, of you serving customers, of the atmosphere in your store, showing people to walk around. People want to know what your shop is like before they have ventured to it. They want as much information as possible because people want to know what to expect. People feel like they don't want to waste their time because buying something online can be so much quicker, can be so much more convenient, especially with next day delivery. They want to come to you. They want to know it's going to be right for them. They haven't wasted their time and energy. And actually, what they are going to get from you is an experience that they can't get anywhere else. And it's the experience in all of this in what I want you to focus on. I really want you to think about how you can lift your shop up and start showing people this is the place for this type of person, and this is what makes us so special. And that is what I want you to get literally laser focused on here. So I want you to do something. If you're in your shop right now, I want you to go and stand across the street. I want you to take a look at it. And if you're not in your shop right now, I want you to do this exercise when you next go to it. I want you to walk away from your shop door. I want you to stand. I want you to turn around. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then I want you to turn around again. And then I want you to say to yourself, what was it about that shop that stood out? Was there anything particularly clear about that shop that said who it was for, who it was targeted at, what the hero product was, and why they should come in? Was there anything that stood out? Because, like I said earlier, you've got 3 seconds. 3 seconds to get someone, to grab them. And this is what I want you to do, right? Is how we are going to start getting your shop to start getting noticed, because specific shops get attention. Yeah? General shops, if you're trying to be a mini department store, well, I hate to break it to you, even big department stores are shutting down at the rate of knots. Trying to be a mini one and trying to copy that same pattern is not working. We have to get specific. We have to know what we stand for, who we want to serve, and how we can do it in the best possible way. Yeah? I know your shop is more than likely to be very good. I know the products you're selling are probably brilliant, but the most shops that I come to speak to, the ones that say to me they've got these problems, have this disparity between who they are, who they think they are, and what their customers and potential customers think they are. And we need to really narrow ourselves and show them and speak to this specific segment and say, hello, we are for you. This is what we can do for you. Yeah? So the part that no one talks about is when you feel invisible, right? It affects you. Of course it affects you. You question your buying, you question your pricing, you question your ability, you question your future. I had days in the first 2 years of opening my shop, I would be in there working, 80-hour weeks. I would go home and cry because I wouldn't know what I was doing. I wouldn't know how I was going to get myself out of this problem. If you're sitting there and you just keep trying, you move from one tactic to another tactic and you're not giving something long enough for it to actually have an effect because you're desperately trying to see results as quickly as you possibly can, I'm here to tell you, you need to just come, take a step back, breathe, and just say, okay, here is what I need to do first. You need to focus on, like I've been hammering on through this video, understanding how you can get your business seen by the right people. It's about speaking the language that they understand. It's about showing them the first hero product that will make the most sense to them. And then I'm not saying you need to get rid of anything else, but what you need to do is lead with something. And then when they come in, create an experience that walks them through the other products that can help them get the results they want, help them achieve the desire they want, help them solve the problems, the frustrations, the irritations that they have. Only once you have grabbed them can you then show them the rest of these things. If you are there trying to show them everything all at once in the hope that they are going to see it and go, oh yeah, lovely, this is all for me, you're actually confusing them. Remember, they're distracted. You need to do something to stand out. This is exactly what we do inside the Retail Growth Hub. So we fix your exterior messaging. We fix your store positioning. We fix your Google visibility. We fix your social signaling. We understand what your shop is known for. I help you to understand what people come to you for and why they should keep coming back. And then we work on how to improve it inside your store, how to pick the stock that makes those customers want more from you. Inside the Retail Growth Hub, I am in there every weekday, answering questions, answering queries, and then there are videos for you to watch with step-by-steps breaking down every single thing that you need to do. Because I want to make this as easy a process as possible for you. I understand what it feels like to be trying. I get it. What I want to do is show you that there is an easier way, because that is what somebody did for me nearly 10 years ago, and it completely changed my life around. It showed me that I could run a business, I could run a profitable business, and actually I grew that business and I sold it all. We're all in this business together because we want to do something for ourselves. We want to achieve something for our families. We want to live a life that we want to live on our terms. And I just want to help you to be able to do that, okay? So if you've been watching this saying, you know what, that's me, my shop, I feel invisible. I feel like I'm trying. I feel like I'm posting. I feel like I'm forever changing my windows and I just cannot seem to get it right. then this is exactly the kind of work that I can help you with. You don't need to put in loads more effort. You don't need to be up until midnight. I just need you to realize your confidence is there to come back again. You just need to fix the real problem at the root of it all. And when you're ready, I'm here to help you.